Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with stampandcrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I want to welcome you back for another project featuring the Delicate Dahlias stamp set. This is from our summer celebration event that's just going on through the end of the month. This stamp set is on page 14 in the celebration catalog. Now, it's free with a $100 order. So if you need to place an order and it's, 50 or more, just think about going up to that $100 so you can earn this gorgeous stamp set for free. It has 2 different flowers, it has outline and a filler image, it has leaves and 4 sentiments. Super, super cute stamp set. And I also give you 5 samples in the catalog, but I want to give you another one and show you kind of a fun little technique. So let's get started. All right, this card only uses 3 pieces of cardstock. I'm going with So Saffron for my card base. And then I love the colors of gray and yellow together. So this is basic gray, and then I have a piece of basic white that just fits right on top of that. Now I'll have a link below to my blog, and I will put measurements for this on there along with the supplies. All right, so let's stamp our sentiment first. I'm going to do a sympathy card for this one, and I'm just going to use basic gray to stamp my sentiment, and we're just going to put it kind of on the bottom right there. All right, we're done. We're going to use this in a minute. I'm going to close it up though for now. So let's set aside these 2 pieces and let's work on our white. So I'm going to use some So Saffron ink with just my filler image. We're not using the background on this at all. I feel like that's going to come off my block for some reason. But I think because these are thin and big, I'm going to use my stamping mat. I think I have one with that's got some paper on it because we're going to go off the paper here. And if you can see, I have a little black dot that helps me line up. Now we're not doing the outline, but we're going to line something up in a minute. So I want to make sure that's on there. I'm going to do a little off right here. And then we'll do one more right here. I'm going to put my black dot over here so I can line up. Okay, so next I want to stamp a few leaves just to add another little color. So I'm using Soft Succulent and just the leaf filler image. We're just going to do a little bit there. We'll do one there, and then maybe just, I'm not going to get all the way in there. We'll just add a little bit of a color right there. Why not? All right, so now, and that's just gorgeous how it is, but I want to do something a little bit more. So what I've done is stamp this flower on a Post-it note. It's just a purple Post-it note. I cut it out. Now when I'm cutting out, this is called a mask. When I'm cutting out a mask, I actually cut inside the lines of the image because whenever you're using a mask, there's always a little gap between your ink and the paper, and I like to avoid that gap, so I cut off a little bit of the image. And then here's my black dot where I was lining it up with the one that's on the flower. All right, and that helps me line this up on the flower here that we've already stamped. So you can see just a little bit of yellow around some of these flowers. Now this piece, I just completely cut off my mask. I don't know what happened. It was too thin, really. So it's really not gonna matter. So I'm gonna take a little of my basic gray now, and I'm using a sponge dauber, and I don't want this super dark, so I'm gonna kind of take off a little bit of that. And I'm just going to lightly, very lightly, not heavy for you heavy spongers, lightly sponge going out from my flower a little bit of basic gray. You could also use, you know, crumb cake or another color, not soft suede. What's the one I'm thinking of? Smoky slate. I knew it had an S. Okay. Whoops, that's a little bit dark. A little bit dark on this one. That's okay. We'll just get a little bit dark going around. So it's okay. All right. This kind of gives it some more dimension too. I think my leaf, lineup leaf is over here on the left on this one. Okay. And if you're careful with your masks, you can make them last for several cards. You know, you could do a whole bunch of cards with this. Now I'm trying not to get it onto my leaves, but I'm not masking. I'm going to mask the leaves off next. See, there's a little bit of white, but that's okay. Kind of gives it a cool look. So I also cut one out for the leaves, which was a little harder because these stems are pretty small, so I have to be careful. Let's get that leaf in there. Okay, that's close enough. All right, I'm just gonna do a little bit of sponging going out from the leaf and trying not to go over my flower. Let's see, that leaf doesn't want to stay. Probably don't have any sticky on that one. All right, let's do this one right here. I'm just doing a little bit of sponging out from the leaf. Okay, and then this one over here. Really, there's not much room to sponge. Just kind of get a little bit right in between. That's a little dark. Okay, perfect. Isn't that a cool look? Just makes kind of that shadowy mottled background texture. Yikes. Okay, so that is it for this piece. Let's put this on our basic gray. Right here. I like having that dark background, kind of makes it pop out. All right, we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of this, just to add a little more dimension to our card. It's kind of a long piece, so let's do maybe one more right here and here. Peel those off. And put this on right about there. Okay, it's a sympathy card, so I'm not gonna do a whole lot to this, but I'm going to add a few of these wonderful gems. I like the clear one because they kind of had a gold yellowy tint to them. It almost looks like there's gold leafing inside of these little gems. So I think what I'll do, I'm going to do a small, let's do a large one, maybe right here. And then we'll bring it up with one more large one, maybe right here, and then a smaller one. Maybe right there. I'm going to put them kind of off the flowers. They blend in with the flowers, so this kind of brings your eye to that a little bit more. So just a little bit of bling, but enough to just kind of make it pop. All right. I hope you enjoyed our card today. Check back Monday. We'll have one more. Make sure to click subscribe so that you don't miss out. And this stamp set, Delicate Dahlias, remember, is free with a $100 purchase from my online store. And if you check my blog later today, I will have measurements and supplies listed. All right, thanks everyone. See you Monday. Bye-bye.